Good afternoon. We're up here on the northern Arizona plateau where we've got some ponderosa pines and some threatening rain clouds for company. And I'm going to take a break, dare the rain, and talk some anime. Battle Angel is the English title for Gahn-mu, or Gundam if you prefer, a two-part sci-fi anime OVA created in 1993. It's released in North America by ADV Films. The story is set in a distant dystopian future. Ito is an expert cyborg mechanic living in the slums of Scrap Iron City. Those slums ring the ground below the floating city of Zalem, and it lives partly off Zalem's discarded garbage. Zalem is reported to be a paradise floating above the slums. Ito was once a citizen of Zalem, but video won't tell us how he got back on Earth. The slums are very harsh. Synthetic organs are widely available for illnesses, but not for every organ. So there's a thriving black market in body organs such as spines, and no one's going to ask questions about whose body they're from. This makes life a little dangerous down there. There's no real police down below either, just private bounty hunters. One day, Ito finds the parts of a female cyborg that's still alive, a valuable discovery. He repairs her back in his workshop, and she has no memory. He names her Gally, and she's the star of the story. She sort of becomes Ito's kid. It turns out Ito finances his cyborg repair business by bounty hunting, a sort of secret double life. When Gally learns of that, she signs on as a hunter too, and she's disturbingly good at it. She has a remarkable amount of power parked into that small artificial frame. Even Gally, without her past memories, didn't know that she had that much power. Shirin is another cyborg mechanic, an old colleague of Ito, and another human cast-off from Zalem. Unlike Ito, she desperately wants to return to Zalem. She has a love-hate relationship with Ito. She's both a friend and a bitter rival. At this point, she wants to hurt him, and she's going to use his new child, Gally, as the means to do so. Yugo is a teenager working in the slums who does odd jobs for Ito and others. He's affable and friendly, and Gally likes him. His big dream is to go to Zalem, too. The first OVA introduces those characters and setting and gives us several fights between cyborgs, but beyond those introductions, there isn't a lot of substance to the first story. The second OVA concentrates on the relationship between Gally and Yugo. Except for her near-total cyborgization, Gally is just a normal teenage girl, and she's falling in love with Yugo. Yugo is intent on his dream to live in Zalem, and he'll do whatever it takes. Of course, just about everyone wants to get to Zalem, and it's supposed to be utopia after all. But getting to Zalem isn't very easy. Yugo knows a man who says he can get him there for an equally unobtainable price. The only way to earn that many credits is to bootleg organs, a bloody, immoral, and illegal line of work. But Yugo may well be tempted enough to do that in order to get to Zalem. This second OVA offers us a real story, one of love, temptation, morality, and obsession, as Yugo is attempted to cast away his humanity in his search to find his obsession, to get to Zalem, and cast away the love of those who care for him to get it.
I think the view of Zalem from here is just the greatest. Sometimes, if I keep staring at it, I can feel it calling to my soul.
I have no memories, no past. Even my name, Gally, is something made up.
Shirin also returns this second OVA as well, still trying to get to Zalem on her own path. The characters are portrayed very nicely in this OVA. Gally is winsome and mostly sweet, loyal and friendly. She seems to have picked up Ito's sense for happiness and justice. She's extremely likable and easy to cheer for. Ito is calm, mature, and self-assured, able to find his own happiness and set his own goals in the world he lives in. Yugo is likable, too, a man wrestling with his conscience over temptation. It's a shame only 2 of these OVAs were produced. I guess they didn't sell well. The video series has no real climax, just these 2 short stories, and one of those is mostly introduction. We never really find out about what's in Zalem or why Ito got cast out of paradise and why he seems to be the only one down on Earth who doesn't particularly want to go back to Zalem. or what his history is with Jiren for that matter. Nor do we find out anything about who Galley was before she lost her memory, or why she was thrown on the scap heap before Ito found her. So much is left untold, the OVAs are entirely unsatisfying. You're just going to have to read the manga. The OVA's artwork is very nice, with clean character designs reflecting the manga in a dark, cast-off dystopian world below paradise. The animation is economical, saving the costly work for the battle scenes and otherwise relying on pans and talking heads. The music is mostly soundtrack symphonic. It flows with the story. ADV's dub didn't sound bad to me, but I still have a fondness for the original Japanese voices and soundtrack. Overall, I give Battle Angel 4 stars. It's well worth watching. As a 50-minute video, it delivers one part from a nice story, but in the end, it leaves you with a lot of open questions, and so it isn't really fulfilling on the whole. Battle Angel is based on the manga by Yuki Toshihiro. The manga is available in English from Viz. The English version of the manga and OVA differ in translation of many things, including the name of the star, in which Galley turns into Alita for some reason. I've used ADV's video names here. Thanks for listening.